Hello and welcome to another episode of Don't You Have Something Better to Do? I'm your host, Chris Donley. Thanks for joining. Today, I have a wonderful young man. He's quite inspirational, quite the hustler. Served his country, sweet guy, loves music, loves video, loves creating, and loves giving back to the community as well. I met this young man because his stepdad, who basically raised him, was a big part of my life in my early musical career. And I actually did interview Sergio already. He was like episode 5, maybe. I don't remember. But Sergio Ruiz, um, I think they did a great job on Taylor, who is my next guest, Taylor Ruiz. All around great person. Um, I can't say enough good things about him, honestly. Photographer, videographer, musician himself, actually, really cool. He did actually a couple versions of a couple Critic City songs, like really stripped down, mellow piano and vocal only, and I love it. And I really want to convince him to do a whole album of covers so I can hear him. It's awesome. There he is.
Hey, can you hear me all right?
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
Perfect. Hey, how's it going, dude?
I'm good.
Good.
Ladies and gentlemen, Taylor Ruiz. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for spending a little time with me. Well, do me a favor, Taylor. Tell
Yeah,
everybody a little bit about yourself, what you do.
gotcha.
Start from the
So my
beginning.
I'll start from the beginning. Okay, well, I was born. No.
I'm kidding.
So my name is Taylor Reese. I am the content director at Stoke Run Action Sports Park. And I know Chris here through a lot of different gatherings, mostly through a lot of musical means. Um, I shoot content daily, mostly action sports stuff, but I also freelance and kind of will go film whatever somebody wants me to film, which is how we ended up doing a project with you, actually.
Yeah. I don't even,
Funny enough.
I forget how I hooked up with you to do it. I don't even remember. I think I just saw something that you guys did. I
Well,
mean,
we met through, oh
oh,
yeah, just through that. Yeah.
I mean, I pretty much knew of you when I was a kid. I mean, you know what I mean? When you were a little guy.
Yeah. I was a little guy.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But are you still working with Caleb Soundfall?
Yep. Yep,
Okay.
yep. So Soundfall actually, we still do stuff with Soundfall, but that Stoke Run kind of was birthed from that. So it's still Caleb and I, and now a lot of others who are helping run Stoke Run, but it is like I would almost call it a byproduct of Soundfall.
And it's basically like an indoor BMX skateboard wheel
Well,
park, right? I mean,
we've actually grown from that. So we do have an indoor park. We also have an outdoor park. We have a third park on the way underneath the awning of the building.
no way.
And we also have two motocross tracks and a third on the way, along
Wow.
with a trail section. We're using all 66 of those acres that we have.
No doubt. I didn't even where exactly is it at?
That's in Butler, Ohio. So if you search Stoke Run Action Sports Park in Butler, Ohio, it'll be one of the only things that pops up.
Okay.
So it used to be Ohio Dreams, and it was an action sports camp. So you could only go if you were a camper. Well, they closed down in 2020 due to a lot of different factors, obviously, and then it sat dormant for 3 years. Well, in 23, a farmer bought all 66 acres, and we ended up getting in touch with him, and that's how we started it. So
Huh.
Stoke Run's only been around for about 2 years now.
Okay. Is it like a is there a membership thing or how does that work? You can just kind of go and pick which kind of activity you want to do and then
Yeah. So we have day passes, and we have a day pass for either non-motorized or motorized, or we have like an all access pass that you can get for the day. We also do have memberships where you pay monthly or you can pay annually, and anytime we're open, you can come in. And
uh,
actually, as I'm saying this, we are working, it's not quite here yet, but we're working on getting people 24/7 access who are members.
that's cool.
So they'll be able to get into parts of the building so they could skate.
How does that work with like safety concerns though? If it's all, do they just have to sign a waiver pretty much, or
Yeah, so everybody that's on the property has to sign a waiver, and that's why I say it's coming. We're still trying to figure out what that looks like and what,
gotcha.
what liabilities we have on our end with that. So that's why it's on the way. We're
Okay,
figuring it out.
that's crazy. And it's you, and I mean, who actually started the whole thing?
So Caleb's the owner,
Oh, okay.
and he one day I was doing something for Soundfall, and he goes, "Hey, so we're gonna go reopen this skate park." And I was like, "Oh, okay, we're gonna go do that." So he grew up skating, and I had not a lot of I don't really have a background in that, but I was like, "Okay, cool. What happens if it doesn't work?" And he goes, "Well, then we spent 6 months in a skate park." And I'm like, "Here we are 2 years
It's a good
later."
attitude to have,
So
right?
yeah, exactly.
And plus, I mean, if those of you that don't know, Soundfall Media, you've done numerous projects for me, actually. You've done
Hmm.
uh, a couple of solo shoots that I put up on my personal page. You did some Critic City videos. You did the Critic City live stream stuff.
Hmm.
And I mean, I'd hire you for more, but you're too busy, too booked.
Dude, oh, you're preaching to the choir, man. Yeah, too busy now.
Plus,
But
I mean, you're newly married a couple years ago, right?
yeah, it'll be 2 years in October.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
And Caleb's got what, four little ones?
Four little ones.
It's crazy. I
I
mean,
know, dude.
I
It's
don't, I don't know how you guys are doing it, man.
I don't know what he runs on, but it's mostly, I'm gonna assume caffeine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you? Like, tell me more about like I I I talked a little bit about your covers of Critic City on piano. I want to know about your musical taste.
So right now, I have been listening to a lot of Sleep Token.
Okay.
That's been my jam. I discovered them on TikTok of all places and started listening to their music. It grew on me. I listened to the whole um, Take Me Back to Eden soundtrack, the whole album, and then just started going through all of their stuff. And then when Even in Arcadia came out, I just binge played that thing.
Yeah.
But I've been doing that, and then what else have I been listening to? That and this weird, like it's almost funk music, not funk music, like that, like weird stuff they put to like cars drifting in video games.
Okay.
But it's like a subset where somebody raps over it, and
Okay.
it's really heavy. It's kind of gritty. I've been listening to that, and then the other day, funny enough,
Like
unprompted,
what groups? I mean,
like Suicide Boys, Freddie Dredd, Harper, things like that. And then the other day, funny enough, unprompted, Inward Kill just popped into my head. So I was like humming along and singing along to that. So I have a mix of stuff going on right now.
very cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
I figured you had quite an eclectic taste in music, just from Sergio's sake. I mean, I'm sure
Yeah.
you had a pretty good curator probably growing up to just
I,
let you hear everything.
I was exposed to about every kind of music that you could be exposed to. Yeah.
Hmm. What
Hmm.
was what was like your favorite groups growing up?
Oh, dude. I was really into Pete Yorn growing up.
Really?
Mike Farley Band, which is more of like a local cut there. Uh, who
Is he
else?
down south now? Do you know?
I don't know what Mike's up to right now. I have no idea. Um, oh, what's Sugar Buzz? I was
Toledo?
so into
From
Sugar Buzz when I
Toledo?
was
No
younger.
way.
Um, let's see who else. Oh, what was that? That there was that movie called Once, and
Oh
it was
yeah,
kind
Glenn
of like
Hansard.
a yeah, I answered and Mark is it Marquetta? Is that her name?
Uh,
But
uh,
whoever the female is, whoever that
okay.
woman is that sings with them, I was into them super growing up. Let's see, what else did I listen to? Noah Gunderson was a huge musical influence on me. If you listen to any of my original content and you go listen to Noah, you're like, yep, I see where that came from.
Okay. Are you guys
Mhm.
pumping like whatever music you want, like through the skate park, like through the day, or is it just
We,
kind of quiet, like just so people can concentrate and
nah, we got skate vibes going on.
okay.
We got
I
skate vibes
figured you
going on.
would.
Oh
Just
yeah, absolutely. We actually do have, we're gonna have some live bands out there. We're
oh,
trying to have an event a month, and we always integrate music and art in
that's
it.
awesome.
So we've got some things coming up that we're gonna have live music for. We partner with somebody that they'll bring music to us
Oh,
when we give them events, and they have like a group of bands that they work with, and it's all cool stuff. It's all kind of some of it's kind of indie, some of it's kind of a little bit harder, but there's like it's just a bunch of people there.
cool. When it comes to, I mean, that's the thing too. Do you have cameras set up like all day just so you can capture all the action that's at the park too? Or
So
do you set up certain days and like really push that content?
I'm usually the one that captures all the content there. So I will go and just like throughout my day, I'll just get up from my desk and go into the skate park or go out to the MX track and see who's doing what and film that. I also do a lot of vlog style content. So I'll just talk about what's happening at the park or some of the plans that we have for the future. Um, it's very rare that I go through a day where something isn't happening.
Hmm.
So I always usually have something to film. It's been one of the job is I don't want to say it's easy, but in terms of where am I going to get content from, that's easy. I'll just take a walk and see who's doing something on the property.
Now, what all activities do you participate in yourself?
Okay.
Do you actually skateboard or
So the
motocross or
best
anything?
the best part about working at that place is I get to try a little bit of everything. So I tried skateboarding and it's not really my thing. I tried BMX, which was closer. I like BMX. Scooter, not it. And then I tried inline skating. And inline skating is my thing. That's my jam. I like doing
Really?
that. I'm
All
not
right.
super good at it, but it's fun. And it's a
Okay.
good exercise. It's really good cardio. So, and then we got an e-bike, like an e-dirt bike that we're gonna work into our rentals so people can rent it and just kind of try it out. And I've ripped that thing around the track a little bit. And I say ripped, but I was going pretty easy with it.
So it's a moped or I'm
No,
kidding.
no, it's like
I'm
a
joking. I'm
dirt
joking.
bike. Yeah.
I'm kidding.
I'm starting to get into some weird instruments you can't really find anywhere.
All right.
Um, so this is a custom build. It's called a talharpa, and it's the closest thing that I can like help people realize what it is think of like a Viking violin.
Okay.
This one is more set to cello, and so it's this one right now is C, C, and G. So it's just two C's and then a fifth. It's a droning instrument
Okay.
that you use this on. Yeah, and you drone it back and forth, and then it's got the little ridges here. All the long ones are actually the um like the minor notes
Okay.
yeah, the minor notes, and then you can still play like a scale on and everything, but it's really meant to be like a droning instrument that you can play stuff with. And the fun thing is there's not a real neck on it, and how you play it is you use the back of your finger and you just touch the string
Huh.
and that's how it produces the sound. It's
What's
really
it
cool.
called again?
It's called a talharpa, Talharpa. Somebody might call it like a tegelharpa.
Okay.
Kind of the same thing. There's a dude in Columbus, Ohio, actually. His business is called Havoc Harpas, and he makes these. And I learned about them again on TikTok. I'm on TikTok too much,
Well, you got to
and
draw. You got
then
to drone a little bit for me.
I got to drone a little bit for you.
You got to
Okay, it's
drone a little bit.
it's probably not in. It's probably not super tuned right now,
Ah,
but
don't
I
matter.
can like it sounds. Here, let me turn the mic over here. It sounds. Oops. Sorry.
What? Huh. Dude, that's crazy.
It's so much fun.
Man, you're gonna use that for some music score, I'm sure.
I actually am. So one of my friends, she streams on Twitch and she plays like it's kind of a spooky game. Like the aesthetics are spooky. She plays Hunt Showdown, and I've made her an intro track before for her stream. And
Wow.
so I was like, yo, I'm gonna make you something else. And she's like, no, you don't have to. Like, no, but I want to because this instrument's cool. And I gotta figure out what kind of drum that they use because it's just like a really it's Viking drum is not a good descriptor of what I'm trying to get, but it's kind of like a deeper sounding, like almost like a hand drum. I got to figure out what that is and either get one or like make one in a doll and use that.
That's cool. What do you go on Twitch yourself? Do you play
I
game or anything or
Yeah, so I've kind of do some variety streams. I was playing a lot of Space Engineers, and now I'm playing. I just got this game called Rooftops and Alleys, and it's a parkour game. So I'm probably gonna end up streaming that too.
okay?
Hmm.
Because I was thinking about doing it, and because I'm running out of videos that you guys shot, so I'm gonna have to do a bunch more covers or something, and I don't know what I'm gonna do really.
If you need help setting that up, let me know.
I will. I definitely will because of course it's summer right now, so it's pretty crazy, hectic, busy, but I'm sure
That's
it's
good.
busier for you too.
It's definitely my life is getting progressively busier, and I'm looking for ways in the future where I can minimize that,
Yeah.
where I don't have to have, four different clients at once.
Which apps are you guys like focusing on the most to get like the content out that you're
Uh,
shooting?
so for Stoke specifically, it's kind of all the major ones. So I post to TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. I post to all of those for that. And then my other clients are pretty much the exact same. One guy, I do most of the bulk of his work is I edit his videos for YouTube, and then I post to his YouTube and his Instagram for him
Wow.
when I make content for him. Yep.
Because we were talking too, I mean, about having you do a bunch of my stuff just because I don't know what I'm doing, you know? But
Yeah.
yeah, you're an idiot, Chris. I know. I already know this, Taylor. It's all
It
good.
is it really is the way because
All
I
right,
forget
Mandalorian.
exactly. I know. I forget what the statistic is, but it's like a majority of millennials and younger get a majority of their news and their entertainment not from cable,
Yeah.
but from like Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube Shorts. That's where they get most of their stuff at. And so to find like when I see artists like Token, and I listen to Token, he's on Instagram, or sorry, he's on TikTok. I'm sure he's on Instagram as well. But his TikTok is I think a lot of the ways that his new audience finds him. He just released a song and he's made probably four or five different videos with the same verse, same song, but in different places where he's rapping in different places and he's making different, it's just a different aesthetic.
Mm,
And those go absolutely viral.
yeah.
And that's how he's getting his way out there. And I see a lot of musicians doing that. Sleep Token does the same thing. I've seen churches on there. It's just that's the way to reach the younger audience now.
How did you learn all the like the videographer, all the audio visual was in the army or was it in school?
So I have two degrees. I have one degree in graphic design and I have another degree in communication. Um, those I would say are parallel to what I do now, but I don't really have any formal video training.
Okay.
I would say you don't need it. If you want to go to film school, that's different. Like if you want to learn about film and that process and like Hollywood, that's a completely different beast than what I'm doing. But if you want to make videos for social media or if you want to go shoot weddings or you want to like or like go shoot a band and film their live show, like just go do it. Get a camera, learn about it, and then just go do it. And you either have the eye for it or you will develop it over time, which is what happened with me. I just developed the eye over time.
Are you ever gonna like do a movie or anything? Have you thought about it or written a screenplay or anything or
I've written a couple of shorts that I'd like to do, but the problem is finding people to do it.
to act in it?
Yeah, to act in it. Which I have a friend who I'm kind of bugging him because he's very artistic and he's made his own short form content before. And I'm like, yo, I have the gear. I have the gear. I have the knowledge. Like, let's make something. So I'm kind of like poking him every now and then, like, hey, you got that script written yet? You want to go shoot something?
Walk me through like you're certified like with your drone skills, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
literally walk me through that. How do you even like go about getting certified and what does that entail?
Well, so the FAA imposes stricter rules every single year, which annoys me, but here we are. So, one of the things that you have to do is you have to get what's called your Part 107, and that is a test that you take and you get a certification, and you are classified as a remote pilot. And there's a bunch of rules to that as well, but that's how you are able to film for money. If you just want to, which if you want to make money, government's got to get involved, right?
All right.
Um, if you want to just film for fun, there's another test that you have to take. That is, oh, what is it called? I forget what it's called right now, but it used to be called something else, and they keep changing the name. But there's one that you can take where you're just filming for fun, and I just went straight for the Part 107.
I'd still want you to do a drone video for me though, because
That would be fun.
I have a cheap one and I still haven't even tried to fly it once. I don't even know. There's just too many things I want to do, I need to do, but it's like
Yeah.
I can't seem to cross off things from the list, man.
One of the things that I've done, because I've noticed that too with getting more clients and stuff, is the less time. My notes app on my iPhone is just littered with
Mine
like
is too.
task lists for the day, like daily tasks lists that I'll make up, and I'll just cross stuff off, and that's how I get stuff done. And I keep telling people, hey, if we're doing something and it doesn't exist in the calendar, it does not exist to me. So put it in the calendar, or make sure that I put it in the calendar so we can go get stuff done.
What's your favorite thing to do as as being a videographer, or whatever? Like, what do you really enjoy the most? Like
That's a good question.
photography, or like, do you like doing the video stuff? Do you like doing the drone stuff?
I really like the whole package because something comes together when you have multiple sources. So we just had like for example at Stoke we had a MERP race. It's a motocross race, and I filmed, I did photos, I flew drones. I was in a portion of it, and I just put that video together with all those sources, and that's what really made the video was having all of those sources. I would say the thing I like to do the most for work is probably fly drones. It's fun. I have an FPV setup, so I have the little goggles on my head, and
Wow.
I can fly the drone, and it's full manual. And that's how you get those chase shots when you're chasing like cars or motocross riders or something like that. You can follow pretty darn close to them
Hmm.
with that thing. I was way more careful because it is a basically a lawnmower in the sky, but you can get pretty darn close to these people.
So you're having like competitions then at the park then? Like
Hmm.
you're so like races and like are you having like like skateboard competitions and stuff like that too?
Hmm. At the end
Really?
of this month, on the 28th, we're actually having, I don't think this isn't a comp, it's more of like a jam format, and someone's coming to teach, but we're having a pro scooter rider come out, and that's going to draw a crowd, and people can enter, and they can learn from him, and they can just like kind of jam and throw some tricks for the day.
What kind of gear are you using like camera wise?
So I have a Canon R6 Mark II. That's kind of my workhorse when I film stuff like that. I have a Mavic 2 Pro, kind of an older drone, but it's still awesome. Besides some other microphone equipment, that's really it. But to be honest with you, most of the time that I'm shooting for events, I pull out the big stuff. Most of the time when I'm shooting just daily, I just use my iPhone.
Really?
Funny enough, the engagement's better because it looks less corporate.
Okay.
It
That
looks
makes
like
sense.
it looks like I'm just out there filming stuff as it happens, which I am just out there filming stuff as it happens. But people are used to seeing an iPhone and like that video quality, and it's good enough to where it's like it's unintrusive when you see it.
Yeah.
So I I typically just pull my iPhone out and start recording. And
Did
it's
you
the
do any
fastest way. Now, when we have events and stuff, I'll pull out my big camera and I will like do a professional shoot with that because you do have to stand out in certain regards. And when we post stuff on YouTube, like full videos, I want it to look good, and I want it to like look really good.
What are you editing on?
So I use Adobe Premiere mostly. There are some projects that we do where I'll use DaVinci Resolve, but I prefer Premiere just because it's what I'm used to. So this is one of those weird. I I like AI. I pay for ChatGPT, right? I like AI, but I don't like when AI takes people's artwork.
Hmm.
And I don't like when companies specifically use your work to fuel their AI machine. I don't like that. I like that like ChatGPT can give me suggestions on how to rephrase something to make it shorter and more to the point. I like when ChatGPT teaches me how to program because I want to learn a little bit of coding skills. I don't like when people take somebody's artwork without their permission and generate new artwork and like try to sell it or make it a feature.
How do you kind of balance that thin line? Like,
I think it's just like moral principles where I think image generation is cool as a concept, and I don't necessarily see an issue with people using it in their homes because it's fun. The problem I have is if you were to take that and try to sell it because you don't know where that art came from and it
yeah,
didn't come from you. You're always going to need that human touch, I think, because it's never going to get it quite right. Even when I use ChatGPT for stuff, I have to correct it all the time. And AI right now doesn't really understand nuance and it doesn't understand humor. It thinks, well, sorry, it doesn't think that it does. When the prompt will pretend that it understands that and it will give you something, but it's never there. You always have to add something to it. Um,
and
plus,
picture and like just like image wise, I mean,
mhm.
it's pretty obvious when it's AI to me.
Yeah, right now it is. There's some stuff like Google's got that is it VO or whatever that new one is that where it does video really well. That one I've had to double take because it is pretty consistent and it is pretty like you can't look for extra fingers anymore. Like
Right.
it's got that fixed. You have to look for other things. Right now I listen because the audio is really compressed and it sounds too perfect. And so when I start hearing things that are too perfect, I'm like, oh, that sounds weird. Like, oh, that phrase was ended too quickly. Like a real person wouldn't breathe right there, type of
Right.
thing. And that's how I pick it out. So me writing that line is I just don't use it. I don't use it to steal people's artwork.
Are
And
there
and I
any,
don't think I don't think it should be used for that.
right? Unfortunately,
Yeah,
it's
unfortunately.
I mean, I don't even know who's I've seen and read things where there's, music producers now that are using just AI to basically, write demos and then they take that from that and then they make it, their songs.
I I so as a concept, I think it's cool. Like it's cool as a concept. If I was going to use I mean, I technically do use AI in my music making. I have the Isotope plugins, and they use like a form of AI for mastering and mixing,
I
just
think
because
that's different though
it
because
it is different. It is different.
it's not creating as much as borrowing what the sound is that you're shooting for.
Right,
I mean,
right.
at least in my understanding. I mean, when it comes to the creation of it though, I've got
Yeah,
major beef with it.
I don't have a problem if you feed it an idea that you came up with and you're like, help me expand upon this. I don't have a problem with that because again, it's going to give you ideas. It gives me ideas all the time where I'm like, that's dumb, but those two sentences that you said right there are good. So I'm going to take those and expand upon that myself and like continue my own thought process and my own idea through it. I'm okay with that. That's fine. I don't really see that any different as like if I came to you and I said, "Hey Chris, I have an idea for a song." Da 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 da, and you gave me a bunch of ideas, and maybe I liked one of them. I don't see a difference in that. I get people like, oh, it's a human versus a machine. Yes, but in terms of like creation, I those two don't seem different to me. Having said that, again, I wouldn't like if you fed it a bunch of like Led Zeppelin songs and then said, make me a song in the style of this and I'm going to claim it as my own, right? That's not
Then
okay.
it would just come out as Greta Van Fleet then, wouldn't
Yeah.
it? I'm
Yeah, yeah.
kidding. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
but no, but I don't I try to stay on top of it and to figure out how to use it as a tool because it's not going away. And that genie's out of the bottle, cat's out of the bag. It's not going anywhere. And if we don't use it and we don't learn how to use it as a tool, somebody with nefarious desires will, and then we're screwed.
Yeah. Have you developed any certain like styles or like shots that have kind of become what you would claim that is like kind of your, your trademark or anything? Like, I know that sounds broad and everything, but like,
No. So this is really funny. I am the face of Stoke Run. If you look up Stoke Run, you will see my face like 95% of the time because I'm the one that talks to the camera and you'll hear my voice. I'm the one that's speaking about what's happening. And that was kind of out of necessity where the owner doesn't have time to shoot content. That's why I'm the content director. I go shoot the content, I go get the stuff, I put it together. So I would say my distinct style is me because I'm not doing anything different. I'm not faking anything on camera. I'm just turning whatever my personality is up to 11 for 30 seconds to a minute while I film. Um,
do you have any
I mean, I,
desire to learn like the like certain techniques that are used in the industry, or you just have you learned that already, or on your own kind of stumbled across what you need?
mm,
Like, do you have any desire? Like, I guess the way I can, kind of frame it is I've never taken a lesson
mm.
and I'm scared to take a lesson because I'm afraid it's going to change the way I write. And like,
I
anything about
am,
theory, you know what I mean? I don't want to know it because
yeah.
I don't know, I'm afraid it's going to change the way I write.
I don't really run into that because I think those situations happen when you're forced into a box by somebody else where I don't fear knowledge because I think you have to learn the basics before you can break them. And because if you don't, you're just going to make a bunch of mistakes that people aren't making because they learned the basics. So to learn about it, like to go take a formal lesson in something, you don't have to change what you're doing. It might just help you avoid some pitfalls. And like, yeah, you might change your process a little bit, but I watch countless courses on social media and the state of Instagram and how to post to TikTok and all that stuff. And it never changes the personality or the like drive. It might just influence some of the content that I make. Where if something is trending a certain way or there's a certain sound that people are using, okay, how can I use this sound and make it work with Stoke? How can I use this trend and integrate myself into it?
How
So,
much how much content a day are you putting up? And on, you know what I mean?
oh gosh. Um,
Is it a lot? And do you have
between like
your
4 and 6 pieces of content a day.
and is it like tethered to the other, like the platforms are all together so that all it does go out at once? Or do you
Um,
have to separately post them?
Instagram's easy because it ties into your Facebook,
Right.
but TikTok you have to post to it like you have to post manually. You cannot, to my knowledge, you can't schedule posts. And then YouTube, you can schedule posts, but I still have to upload it in there. When there are services that will push all that stuff out for you, but Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, they all know about those services and they won't admit it, but it tanks your view count like to the ground.
Really?
Like to the ground, it tanks your view count because they want you using the app. They don't want
Hmm.
a bot using it. They want a human being that's looking through the app and watching their ads and clicking on their links and doing all that. So, because we've used them before, and it's night and day. It is a
Really?
night and day difference. Yes, it is. It is like 200 views versus like 60,000.
Have you come
Big
across
difference.
any like running ads and everything? Like, have you had success with that, or do you guys do that at all? Or, I mean, is it all organic? Because I don't know
Stoke.
anything about anything. I literally just throw my stuff up and go back and drink by myself and laugh at it, you know?
Yeah. So Stoke Run is, I don't know if we've run a single ad. Maybe one. Maybe like 1 in 2 years we've run an ad, but the other 99.95% of it is organic. It's all organic. There might be some like collaborations that happen, but those aren't ads. Those are just two creators coming together and making
Right.
something. Um, Everything that I've put up for Stoke, we haven't spent a dime on.
Awesome. Do
We
you
are
guys
meta verified, but that's like all the money that we've spent in that system that I'm aware of.
do you have other like employees doing stuff for you as well?
So I'm the only person that is consistently on media. There are other people that are like running the counter or they'll come and they'll run events. And if I ask them to pull their phone out and record something because I have to be physically somewhere else, they'll do it. But I am the only one right now that is doing the media. We're actively looking for people that want to commit and come in and and do it. But those people they're hard to come by. It's more so I've had people that have had the will and they are excited about it and they want to do it, but then they get into the process and it's not quite what they thought it was going to be and
Mhm.
they end up not sticking with it. Or you get people who know the process, they're excited to do it, but they're also running their own gigs. And their own gig, maybe that gig pays more,
Mhm.
right? And so they're going to spend more time. There's a guy that maybe he's like shooting weddings every weekend and he's making $120,000 a year, he's probably gonna want to put more time into that, than he's gonna want to come to a skate park. Mhm.
What's been your favorite like event that you've done or job that you've
Ah,
done?
okay, so I have two, and you're gonna roll your eyes and go stop, but legitimately, the Critic City shoot was probably one of my like most fun shoots to be at. That and then I didn't realize this until last year and we had a scooter event. Scooters are so much fun to film.
Really?
They fill the frame. They're always throwing scooters and doing crazy stuff and their bodies are twisted in weird ways and the scooter going up over their head and rotating. It's just visually appealing. It's and it's fun to watch because they're doing stuff with these like two pieces of metal and two wheels that you're like, oh my God, how did you just do that? Like, so scooter events are fun. Those I'd say are my two favorite things. And then BMX events. I've had pro BMX riders. I've had Olympic BMX riders do tricks over me. I would like lay down on the box. A box is just like a box jump, like just a big jump, flat top. They can go over it. I will lay down on the box, camera up, or following them, and have them do tricks over me. And
Hmm.
it's one of the coolest things ever.
Wow. Do you guys ever like done any like ski videos, like or like snowboard videos?
No, I know Caleb has reached out to Snow Trails. Snow Trails is really close to us, so like 15 minutes from us. And I just don't think either party has had the time to really sit down and like figure that out. Because when Snow Trails is running, Snow Trails is running. They
Right.
are up and going. So I just have a feeling it's more of a timing thing than anything else. We've carved out a couple areas for like a really small park section for snowboarders and skiers, but it's real tiny. It's not. It'd be more something like you came to skateboard, but your snowboard was in the car, so you want to go hit that real quick type of deal.
Gotcha.
We do have M snow, which is fake snow, which we're gonna put to use somewhere on the property, but I don't have any concrete plans for that yet.
Gotcha. What's like what do you have what are you looking forward to that you have on the books right now? Like, I mean,
For Stoke specifically?
for anything.
Oh man, let's
And
see.
how far out are you booked if somebody wanted to book you for like like a 1 day photography shoot?
I don't take photo shoots anymore
Really?
unless it's something that I want to do. So, photography when I first started was just kind of fun, and then I made it a job and I ended up not liking it. And so now, like, I just recently did a shoot with some friends, but I wanted to do the shoot. It was a themed shoot. It was like a horror shoot,
I saw
and they're
some of
kind of
those.
spooky.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I did that because it was fun and I wanted to do it. I didn't even like don't pay me. I just want to come do this. Like make it easy for me to get to where you guys are and I just want to do it. So I just did it. So for me to do photos, it would really have to be a project that I want to do.
Hmm.
Um, but for video, I do second shoot weddings. It's super easy. I show up, I shoot the wedding, or I film the wedding, I should say. I film the wedding, I give the cards over to the main guy. My job is done.
Okay.
That's the kind of stuff that I do. It's it's the four clients that I have keep me pretty busy to where I'm usually having to give up Saturdays to go do something, you know.
Wow. What the wifey think about that?
She's fine with it.
She's
She's fine
very
with that.
patient with you.
She's very patient. She's uh she has her own hobbies, and so it's not like she's, sitting at home waiting for me, like crying in a corner or anything. Uh but no, she knows that I work really hard when I go out and do stuff and that I'm just trying to make sure that we have what we need. And so she's really supportive. And she's also super supportive of my 10 million hobbies that I have, and I keep picking up more.
Yeah.
That's my curse, man. I just see something that looks cool and I'm like, oh, I want to do that. I'm getting into paramotor. So for those of you that don't know, paramotor, we'll backtrack a little bit. Paraglider, do you know what that is?
Yeah.
It's people with the wing above them and they're just sitting
Mhm.
in their little harness rolling around. Same exact idea, but there's a motor strapped to my back. It's a two-stroke motor with a giant propeller on my back that will push you through the air. So I'm
Dude.
getting into that. I have the wing
Wow.
and I've practiced with the wing. I got to get some more practice with it, but now I got to come up with the means to get the rest of it. And then I already have an instructor
Wow.
and he's going to teach me how to do it all and I'm going to get up in the air.
Do you have like a parachute on too? Or in case something goes wrong, or is it just
You
kind of like
can.
you can?
You can get a reserve chute that like sits on your stomach that you can throw in case something happens, but this is going to sound crazy. It's relatively safe in terms of what it is. Like the industry is really honed in on the safety aspect of it, and 90% of the crashes that I see online are always user error. They didn't check their equipment. They were trying to do
Mm.
something that they shouldn't have been doing. They were flying above their skill level. Like that 90% of the crashes is that.
If this suddenly got to be, I kind of just want to take a different path, what would that be?
I think I have enough social media skills now that I could start my own brand and do something with it. Um, I would love to. One of my hobbies is video games. Love playing video games. Love hanging out with friends and playing video games through Discord or LAN or whatever. I would love to stream on Twitch and kind of make something out of that. That might be one of the ways that I would go. If this all didn't pan out and I didn't have a job tomorrow, I would have to make some other sacrifices and like, okay, I'm gonna go second shoot every single wedding, every single weekend that I can until I get this picked up.
Right.
But I might try that. That would be fun.
Gotcha. That's a good answer. Do you think are there any games that like you are ranked or anything like globally or anything like where you could actually enter
No,
some?
but with no comps. I don't want to do comps. No competitions. Twitch is different. Twitch isn't really about how good you are. It can be. Like if you're playing League of Legends on Twitch, you should probably be good at League of Legends. But a lot of times people come for the personality
Yeah,
and
their
just to
attitude.
watch you play the game. So that's the avenue that I would take. I would just play the game and I would choose the games that I want to play and just do that and invite some of my friends on and have them stream with me and just kind of create this brand around me and my personality and see who latches on.
I started, I mean, I created an account, but I still haven't even messed with it yet. So can anybody come in and watch you and then I'm assuming like comments just scroll if anybody wants to comment and then you basically interact with that while you're playing or
Yep.
if I was to be playing.
Yep, I have two screens set up behind me actually, or behind this screen, and one I have my game on, and the other one I usually have my either my stream open or I have my software that I do the stream through, and on there it displays all the comments, and that's how I interact with my users that watch, my
It's
viewers that
pretty
watch.
from what I've heard, it's been like Twitch is more optimistic, not as mean or hateful as like YouTube comments and
It
stuff, but
it can be. It can be. So it depends on who you are. For me personally, I haven't had really any bad experiences. I get mostly bots that are trying to sell me viewers, which I
mm,
just have one of my moderators ban them while I'm playing. Um, but I have some friends who are like part of the LGBTQ, who they tend to get more hate comments. But those friends, I am moderators on their channel, and the ban
gotcha.
hammer is swift and it's vengeful. So I usually take care of that sometimes before they even see it, and it's gone.
Do you kind of do a favor for them, they do it for yours, and kind of moderate while you're
Yeah.
playing and just schedule that too. That's
Yep.
crazy.
Yeah, well, I have a friend. She streams like almost every single day, and I'll just put her stream up in the corner of one of my screens with the sound really low as I'm working. I'll just be working. I'll be working on client stuff with the stream in the corner, and every now and then I'll just look up and I'll check the comment section, and I'll go back to what I'm doing. And if there's anything crazy in there, I'll just ban that person real quick, and then
Mm.
that's all there is to it. Twitch is pretty streamlined now in terms of getting it set up and going. Do you really just need some decent internet, a little bit of hardware, and a free account, and you can just go and do
Okay.
it?
That's the thing too, and the motivation to do that. And I mean, that's my problem too, is I always find my to-do list is like so ridiculous that I don't know if I really ever check anything off. I don't know. I mean, I know
I
I do.
just,
I know I do, but
yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. I need a,
for for me personally, that motivation comes from like what do I want to make of myself? What do I want like my legacy to be? My legacy. I'm only 31. I got plenty more years to make a legacy. But like what do I want to do and how do I want to interact with the world and the people around me? And I just do that. And then I just make lists and check off lists and put things in a calendar because if I don't, nothing will get done.
yeah,
So I just do that. And then I mix it in with things that I like. Like I like to play video games. So for me, to stream to Twitch is literally like a button press and some typing extra. It's like 30 seconds extra of what I'm already going to be sitting at a desk doing. So I might as well do that and I get to interact and talk with people.
are you actually monetizing your Twitch stream, or is it not quite
Not
yet?
yet, because I don't have enough. You have to have a certain amount of followers before you can do that. There are other things you can do. You can set up like tip jars and stuff
Yeah,
where people can go and do that.
okay,
But I don't want to say I'm not in it for the money. If there was money to be made there, I would
right.
definitely put more of a more passion, not more passion, more time. I'd put more time into it. But I'm really there just because it's fun. I think it's fun to stream, and like when I get 5 people watching me at the same time, I'm like, oh, this is cool. There's 5 people, a few of which are randoms who I've never met before, who are on here because I looked interesting, and the game that I was playing, they were interested in. So I just do it because it's fun.
Good. I guess you're doing it for the right reasons, you know.
Yeah.
That's that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, that and music. I'm actually I have not really taken a break from music, but it's just been really busy. But lately, I've been doing a lot more piano stuff. I just got that Talharpa. I've been playing that like every single day. Um, what else? I got an Ableton Push 2. Have you seen that thing?
Mm.
It's the big like MIDI controller that has like it's got a grid on it and it's got I'll just show you. Hold on.
All right.
So, in this case, is probably one of the coolest pieces of kit that I own. Pull it out here. This guy.
Okay.
So, all the pads you can trigger stuff, or it is a piano as well. It acts as a piano.
Huh.
And so, there's a bunch of things you can do with it. If you had this in Ableton, you don't need anything else. This can control almost every portion of Ableton. You can add instruments. You can change like your reverb settings and like your routing straight from this in Ableton and just make stuff.
I
It's one of
can
the coolest
you
pieces of kit I own.
I run Pro Tools. You can't run Ableton through Pro Tools though, can you?
Not that I know of. A lot of these things, like the push to and another piece of kit I have, you can use them in other programs, but they're pretty limited. You really have to get the full benefit of this, you have to use Ableton.
Okay,
Hmm.
gotcha. Any other tips that you would give, like the amateur photographer, videographer, content creator?
Take your phone out and film something. That's it. And find something that you're passionate about and just go do it. You don't have to quit your day job to start. You don't have to put yourself in like economic peril to start. You really just have to pull your phone out and film something. There are people on
Pull it
TikTok that
out.
make can I cuss on this show?
Yeah, don't I'll
They make
I'll
a
edit it.
ton of money pulling their iPhone out and filming something funny or talking about something that they resonate with and that they're passionate about. And they found their crowd. And now they make money doing that. And if it's not directly from TikTok or Instagram, they're part of a community where there's things happening
Hmm.
and there's money in it, or there's something else in it that they really like. Just do it. Just do. And if I could tell myself from 15 years ago, I would say this exact same thing. And everybody says it, and nobody takes this advice except for like a few small percentage of people. Literally, just go do it.
Yeah.
Because what'll happen is you'll run into somebody like me who sees, oh, this kid has the passion and he has a little bit of the tech. We'll get him up to speed on that. And we're going to get his, like, we're going to polish and refine his methods. And in like 2 years, hi, kitty. In like 2 years, he's going to be a phenomenal videographer. Just do it. That's how
Do
I
it,
got
man.
hired. That's how I got hired. I pushed a drone video out that was like mid at best, and Caleb found me and he was like, "Yo, do you want to come do this with me? And we'll learn it along the way." And I was like, "Yeah, let's do it."
I didn't
And
realize that. I thought you guys actually knew each other before then.
we have maybe bumped into each other, possibly maybe in that time beforehand, but up until then I'd never like met him or talked to him or anything. And just drone video, "Hey, do you want to come work at this company with me?" "Yes." "Cool, done."
That's crazy.
That's it.
That's
That's it.
awesome though, man.
And that's not like a, that doesn't happen all the time, but I mean, if you're not being, I'll say, scouted by somebody, you might be scouting somebody else that can help you do something, and you're forming your own thing.
Awesome,
Yeah,
dude.
that's my tip. Just do it.
Yeah,
Just
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 do
do
it.
it.
Well,
Like
Taylor,
there's yeah.
thank you for joining me, brother. I appreciate it. I didn't mean to cut you off if you had something else
No,
going.
no, no, you're fine. I was just gonna continue to be motivational. But just do it. Just go ahead and do it. Go have fun with it. Like go learn something new and just send it.
That's the thing too. Like you've always had a good attitude. You've always been just, I don't know, just likable and fun to be around. That's a huge thing for me. Like, because I know I'm not. I've become the introvert that's just kind of like that doesn't want to even leave the house most of the time. So hence I'm doing Zoom calls for fun to chat with people. But I don't know, dude.
But
I'm
you're doing the thing.
I'm doing it. I'm just
You're
doing
doing the thing.
it.
Yeah.
That's right. I've been having fun with it. That's all I'm saying. And it's been kind of, I've been writing and recording so much that I was like, I need to kind of take a step back and maybe just do something else just for a minute, even though I'm
Mhm.
still doing all that stuff a ton. But it's been fun, man. I have to
Good.
say. So I want to say thank you, brother. You're always a delight. And for what it's
I
worth,
try.
I think you do amazing work. And
Thank you.
I think you're a quality human being. And I would like to say I'm grateful to know you for what
Thank
it's.
you.
You're
Same to you,
welcome.
dude. Same to you. And also, I know we talked about this maybe a couple years ago. I'm still gonna get some of your lyrics tattooed on me. I don't know
Oh,
which ones yet, but it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So,
well, I said earlier before you joined on too, I want to hear, I mean, I know it's extra work for you, but I love the piano covers you did of the Critic City songs. I would love to hear 7 or 8 more of them and make it
I'm,
and release it. I love it.
dude, I'm game. I'm game. Yeah, again, Inward Kill's been stuck in my head for the past couple days, and I'm like, I wonder if I could figure that out, and I probably can.
I don't know if I even remember it. Who knows?
You write too much, man.
No, no way. I don't think so. I kind of keep looking forward, you know what I mean? I mean, I
Yeah.
I don't even know if I'd be able to remember some of the old songs, but I don't.
Hypnotize right now. Hypnotize right now. That's our running joke. I asked him to play Hypnotize like one of the first times I saw him after 10 years. Oh, he's actually going to do it.
I don't remember the words though.
Zoom blocked out the guitar anyway. I
Oh, it
couldn't
did?
hear it.
Oh,
Yeah.
well then never mind. It's all good, brother. Well, thank you for spending the
Sweet.
time with me, man. I do appreciate it. If there's anything else you want to plug right before, make sure you send me all the links. I'll put them down in the bio right below. But
Okay.
if there's anything else you want to chat about, quick.
Yeah. So I guess plugs. You can at Stoke Run is like our main stuff for all of our Stoke Run stuff. Stoke Run Action Sports Park. You can look that up on Google and come check us out. Look at our socials. If you BMX, scoot, skateboard, inline, motocross, you want to camp, we have camping spots available too.
Hmm.
So just come out, check out our social media, and yeah, that's
You got
it.
merch? You got merch
We
yet
do
for it?
have merch. We do,
Awesome.
and we have very custom merch too. So yeah, we get all of our stuff from people that we know, or we make it in house.
Are you doing the artwork since you're a graphic designer as
No, I
well?
am an awful graphic designer. I don't know how I graduated from that college. I don't know how
Really?
I graduated with that degree. No, the owner does most of the graphic design, or we have a guy in that's closer to us that we just hire him to make stuff.
Yeah, I got a guy. Always good to have a
Yeah,
guy.
we got a guy. It's better to have a friend with a boat than to own a boat. So,
It's true. Well, thank you, brother. I won't take you any more time from me because I know your time is probably worth way more than mine. But I do
I
appreciate
wouldn't say that.
I appreciate it. I appreciate you. It's good to talk to you, brother.
Yeah, you as well, man. Have a good rest of your day.
Thanks, Tyler. We'll talk to you
See
soon.
ya.